What's going on, guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and we're here with Alain, Ghiai, founder, CEO, and director of Sekur Private Date. Nice to have you on today, Alain. How are you doing?
Thanks, Aaron. Happy to be here, and hello to our viewers.
Yes, excited to talk about this interesting company. So can you start by giving us an introduction to Sekur Private Data and telling us more about what the company does?
Sure. So Sekur Private Data, spelled SEKUR, is actually a new name. It used to be called Globex Data, but because our product names are secure, we just changed on April 14 the name of the company and our ticker in Canada from SWIS to SKUR. What we do is we basically sell a Swiss-hosted suite of solutions for secure communication and secure document management. I'm from Switzerland, and all the data and equipment is hosted in Switzerland. And what we do, we have several SaaS-based solutions. So this is a recurring revenue model. One of them is Secure Mail, Secure Messenger, and then Secure is a combo. We have Secure Suite, which is a combo of file backup, file share, password manager, and email. And then the Secure combo has a secure email and messenger in it, and then you can buy them individually. And the specificity of our product is that, first of all, we don't use any big tech hosting, so we're not compliant to US laws that basically require the data to be duplicated in the US, like the Cloud Act of 2018. We have our own infrastructure and our own proprietary technology. And when you host that in Switzerland, which has the highest data privacy laws in the world, you have a very private solution. So instead of using, let's say, your Outlook email, your Gmail, or anything like that, that data mines you. They also get hacked a lot. Have a show on a weekly show. Literally, there's a hack every week we can discuss. You basically would use us as an email, and even if you have your Office 365, you're gonna have your Word doc, etc. But then you'd use the secure mail, and then instead of using free services like WhatsApp, Signal, etc., you'd use Secure Messenger. We have some privacy tools on it. You can communicate with non-secure user as well. It's a pretty cool product. You can invite someone via text to chat with you, and the recipient doesn't need to download the app or to register for it. This is amazing for businesses like mortgage, real estate, financial, legal, medical, where they want to have some level of privacy and security when they communicate, because 94% of hacks come from email. So that's why it's like the Achilles heel of all our business and personal communication. We're also launching Secure Voice, which will be an encrypted and private voice system, probably in September, October, and Secure Pro, which will have like a video conferencing tool. We're all familiar with those big tools out there like Zoom, but unfortunately, they data mine you, they sell your data. There's enough articles out there. They pay hundreds of millions in fines, but they make a lot of money, those guys, so they don't care because they sell your data. That's how they make money. We don't sell your data. We don't data mine you, but you pay us between $5 to $15 US a month, and you're set. You have your privacy.
Wow, that's quite an interesting suite of products that you guys have. So, the company just announced the closing of a higher amount of their private placement, which was done above market price. Can you tell us more about that and why it's so exciting?
Sure. So we raised last year in 2021. I think it's in the financials, between the fundraise and the warrants, there was probably over $12 million Canadian raised. This year, this is our last raise that we did because we have engaged an investment bank in New York to try to uplist to NASDAQ. Again, I want to put a big disclaimer there that there's no guarantee whatsoever that this will happen, but we have looked at everything and how we comply and our, the chances of doing it. We had several offers and we went with one. So a lot of our shareholder existing and some people in Switzerland, where I'm from, where our beginning shareholders mostly are European and Swiss, and of course Canadian. They wanted to do one last round before, because after that, when you file your SEC registration statement, You cannot do a private placement. So that's at that point, it's out of our hand. We did 35 cents when the stock was suffering a little bit. Today it's doing better. With a full warrant at 70, we were going to do about $500,000 for just a few people, and we did over $800,000, and we kind of had to stop it there. So we're very lucky. The company with that now has about 7.6 million Canadian in the bank, US dollars, about $6 million. We have no debt, and we're in a very, very strong financial position, so strong that our audited financials for 2021 don't even have a going concern statement on it, because we have more than 12 months of cash in the bank for our expenses. And also we have zero debt whatsoever, no convertible, no equity debt, nothing like that.
Yeah, no, that sounds like you guys are in a great position. So talking a little bit about international markets now. So Sekur Private Date recently announced that it started sales in Colombia, which opens the door for Latin American expansion of secure privacy and cybersecurity solutions. What does this mean for the company moving forward?
Well, this is kind of our foothold. We have a foothold in Mexico through a very big company called América Móvil, which is the largest telecom operator in Latin America. They have over 200 million subscribers, and they just started in Mexico to start selling secure messenger. This Colombia company is actually a company called Micronet, which operates all over Latin America and Spain. And actually, we did a presentation last week. It was so successful that we had to add a bunch of other countries. So Colombia will be the first. It's the cybersecurity reseller. They sell to government entity, the defense forces, and businesses. In Latin America, you know, mostly big businesses. They got a lot of employees, because a small business is very tiny. Whereas in the US, an SMB might be, you know, 10, 20 people, and they would have the funds to buy such a solution, $10, $15 a month, or for the messenger, 5 to 7. In Latin America, we target bigger enterprise, governments, defense, etc., and it has pretty good success. So the Colombians were very happy about the messenger part, where you can basically invite someone with the other person not having our application. Also, the fact that we don't ask for your phone number when you download our app, that also protects you from your typical hacker. So Colombia, what we're going to do now is in the month of May and June, we're going to train their resellers, and then we're going to launch. So the resellers will resell the solution. And then after that, maybe every couple of months, we turn on a new country. There's a whole bunch from, you know, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Guatemala, Peru, Chile, Argentina. They all are interested in this solution. And over time, the next couple of years, I see Latin America as our biggest emerging market for our solutions. And what's really good is because we have our staff also in Mexico, we're very well entrenched in there, and the cost is extremely minimal. So at this point, it just adds to our top line revenue and profit. So I'm very happy that this is kind of on autopilot now, and it's basically gaining traction organically.
Yeah, that's very exciting. Lots of opportunities for you guys. So what are some of the major catalysts shareholders and investors should be looking out for in the near term?
So basically, I want to say also that we sell most of our biggest market is the US, right? So we're selling to consumers on a daily basis, every day, every hour, there's people buying our solution at sekur.com. What we're going to launch in the summer, so by August, we're going to launch our business solution, where a business can even migrate their email to us, keep their domain name. We're going to push that. We're going to start email marketing around summer and September. That would lower our cost of acquisition. We have a big partnership that we announced with Ingram Micro Cloud and Partner Stack, a company out of Toronto, for B2B. So we're going to have our kind of referral network building, where anybody, an IT company, can sign up on our website and basically resell our solution. And that platform from Ingram and Partner Stack does all the billing and money management, etc. So that's easy. So we're going to do more B2B. We have also, of course, our voice and video encryption solutions coming up in the last 3 months of the year. That's going to be quite big, targeting C-level executives, public companies, people that really want that privacy. And we're also planning to do a big push of our email application, a secure messenger, because in our email, we have a thing called Secure Send, which lets you send an email to a non-secure user without the ISP or the email provider of the recipient being able to read anything. Now, today, if you want to use Secure Send, you have to go to our webmail, which is okay, but people like to have it on their device with and have that push notification. So we're doing this email app. It should be ready around mid-June for real commercialization. We're already lining up channel partners to push it. We want to do a huge launch on the email application throughout the summer and September. We believe we're going to get a lot bigger traction. So a lot of good stuff. And of course, a potential uplisting, if we make it, that'd be great. We have been approved in the US by the OTCQX, which is much higher and much more strict than the QB. During the stock market crashes, our stock dipped below 25 cents. As of today, it's at or above. So if this continues, we should have that uplisting in the next 4 to 8 weeks. If everything goes well, that will increase our international shareholder base because it has a higher status. Also, it shows that we have the right asset. We're operating for a long time. We're a legitimate company. I encourage everybody to take a look at us, because we are in the cybersecurity and privacy business. We are in a business where the profit margins are very high, and it's a recurring revenue model. So every quarter, we're increasing our sales, basically.
Yeah, you guys have a lot going on this year. Should be a pretty exciting year. I'm excited to cover the company. So, if you had to pick one thing, what are you most excited about for this year for the company?
Well, I think the fact that we're launching all our our core solutions, and we're going to push to businesses. I mean, in the US, you have 30 million small businesses. We've identified at least, 3 to 5 million businesses that could use our solution. And, if you have a percentage of that, I mean, even if you get like 5% of it, it's a 250,000 businesses. That's about, a million user plus. So our goal is to get to that million user plus. So this year will be a catalyst with our business solution. I mean, I'm very excited about that. Also, the fact that regardless, we have enough cash to take this company to profitability. That's important to know. That doesn't mean that, if we get an uplisting, we're not going to get a lot more cash to grow the business faster. But what's critical for shareholders to know, and people out there, that we have the cash to take this company to a profitable state. At the end of the year or Q1, we should be in the operational profitability. And that's very rare to find a nano cap, a micro cap that has enough cash, has no debt, and is within 6 to 9 months of profitability. So I'm excited about all the catalysts of the sales, especially the business sales. I think that's going to take us to another level.
Yeah, definitely. So talking a little bit about internet security now, it's becoming more and more important as technology advances, as we know. Where do you see the market going from here? Because I guess you could say, a thing or two about this.
Well, there's statistics out there. In fact, we have a presentation. I think it was about 100. The market for cybersecurity globally is about 120 billion plus. I hear numbers of $500 billion. In the next 5 years, it's going to grow to 200 billion. The cyber crime, essentially, is costing the global economy in 2021 $6 trillion of real damage and loss of productivity. There's war, and war is now being fought with cyber attack as well. So you have war, economic war, you have hackers that are looking to steal the data that's being mined from you from the big tech. This is not going away. The more we use our devices, the more we are dependent on digital everything, and we are dependent on everything, the more cyber attack and hacks are going to come, because it's a very lucrative business. Now, thankfully for us, it's definitely not a dying business. As a matter of fact, it's a super fast growing business, and we're there to try to protect people and, of course, make a living out of protecting people's data, because we don't data mine you, right? So we have to charge something for it. I think that's important. Our business is growing. We don't see any slowdown. We're always innovate. So I see a bright future for the company. Unfortunately for people, there will be more and more hacks, and we're launching new products next year. Identity theft protection kit, we'll discuss further in the year, but that's planned for 2023.
All right, Alain, so where should investors go for more information on the company?
So you can go to our new website, sekurprivatedata.com, spelled SEKUR, so sekurprivatedata.com. You can go to Twitter @SekurPrivate. You can go to sekur.com, sekur.com, to see our solutions. If you go to our corporate site, you can also email us. You can also click in there and try to get info. If you follow us on Twitter, we're pretty good. We're also on LinkedIn, but Twitter is good. There's always lots of info. You can go to your favorite online trading and type ticker SKUR on the Canadian Securities Exchange, and in the US, SWISF. We do a lot of information. We have fairly good news flow. And I myself, I'm on TV every week in the US on Newsmax and Fox Business. We have our own secure privacy and security show. And I'm also interviewed by Jane King, who's a big journalist out of NASDAQ. Usually there's something new every week. So we're definitely out there. We're easy to find.
Sounds great, Alain. Well, thanks so much for all the information. I look forward to covering the company and having you back on, hopefully in the near future.
Thanks, Aaron, and thanks everyone for watching.
If you like these videos, kindly hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Drop us a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. And finally, always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. Furthermore, this video may or may not have been sponsored by the companies that we've profiled within this video, and we may or may not own shares of any of the profiled companies in this video. If you want to know the full disclosure details, check the description down below, along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.